Good morning, students. Nowadays, we are studying the lesson Indigo, written by Louis Fisher. And in our previous video, we had studied that the Gandhi tells Louis Fisher when the idea of the departure of the British came in his mind. And Gandhiji and Louis Fisher was talking with each other in 1942, and Gandhi told Louis Fisher that when in 1917 an idea came in his mind for the departure of British from India. And Gandhi had gone to the December 1916 annual convention of Congress party in Lucknow. And there a poor peasant, a poor farmer came there, and his name was Rajkumar Shukla. He was from Champaran in Bihar, and he wanted Gandhi to come to his district. And Gandhi had never heard of that place, and it was near the Nepal, at the border of Nepal, and Shukla was a sharecropper. And Rajkumar Shukla was illiterate, but he was very determined person, and he a resolute person. And he had come there to complain against the injustice of the landlord system in Bihar. And he asked Gandhi to come to their district, but Gandhi had the many Gandhi appointment. Gandhi had appointment in Kanpur or in other states of the country. So Shukla accompanied Gandhi. Shukla followed Gandhi everywhere where the Gandhi was going. And he begged Gandhi to fix a date to come to the Champaran. Gandhi was very impressed with Shukla's determination, and then he asked to meet him in Calcutta. And in Calcutta, Shukla waited Gandhi, and then they boarded a train to Patna. And there Shukla led him to the house of the lawyer Rajendra Prasad. And but the Rajendra Prasad was not at the home at that time. And so, what happened after that, we will study in the next para. So, move on the next para. Okay. Now, Gandhi decided to go first to Muzaffarpur, which was en route to Champaran, to obtain more complete information about conditions that then Shukla was capable of imparting. And when Rajendra Prasad was not at the home, so Gandhi decided to go first to Muzaffarpur. Muzaffarpur is the another place of in Bihar, and which was en route to Champaran. And Muzaffarpur was on the way to Champaran. And Gandhi wanted to take more information about the condition of sharecroppers, and the those types of information which the Shukla was unable to give the Gandhiji. Shukla gave many information, but Gandhi wanted to obtain more information. Okay. He accordingly sent a telegram to Professor J.B. Kriplani of the Art College in Muzaffarpur, whom he had seen at Tagore's Shanti Niketan school. And so, in order to get information, Gandhi sent a telegram to Professor J.B. Kriplani. And who was J.B. Kriplani? Professor J.B. Kriplani was the professor in the Art College in Muzaffarpur, and whom Gandhi had seen at the Tagore Shanti Niketan school. The Rabindranath Tagore's school was in the Shanti Niketan in Bengal, and Gandhi had met him. Had met Kriplani in the Shanti Niketan school in Bengal. So Gandhi sent a telegram to Professor J.B. Kriplani. The train arrived at midnight 15 April 1917. And where arrived? The Muzaffarpur. Kriplani was waiting at the station with a large body of students, and J.P. Kriplani was waiting Gandhiji at the station with a large body of student. Large body of student means the large number of students, because he was a professor there. So a group of students was also with him. And then Gandhi stayed there for 2 days in the home of Professor Malkani. And Gandhi stayed there in Muzaffarpur in the home of Professor Malkani, a teacher in government school. And Malkani was a teacher in government school, and Gandhi stayed in his house. And it was an extraordinary thing in those days. Gandhi commented, for a government professor to harbor a man like me. Gandhi commented. Gandhi commented means Gandhi commented to whom? Gandhi commented to Louis Fisher, because the Gandhi and Louis Fisher was talking with each other, and Gandhi told all these things to Louis Fisher. And so Louis Fisher says that Gandhi commented at that time that it was an extraordinary thing in those days. In those days it was an extraordinary thing. Extraordinary means it is the out of ordinary. That is the extraordinary thing in those days. And what is the extraordinary thing in those days? For a government professor to harbor a man like me. A man like me means Gandhiji was against the Britishers. He was fighting with the Britishers. So he wanted the home rule, and this type of man who was against the Britishers and who was fighting with the Britishers, and it is very difficult for the government employees, because Britishers ruled over India, and the government professor or government teacher, to harbor a man, to harbor means to protect or to give shelter, and like me, like the man who was against the Britishers. So it is very risky thing, and it is very difficult situation. So he said that it is an extraordinary thing. In smaller localities, the Indians were afraid to show sympathy for advocates of home rule. And in smaller localities, Indians were afraid to show the sympathy for the persons, those were against the Britishers, and those who supports the home rule. So Indians were afraid, because the Britishers ruled over India, and they are afraid that Britishers will against them and they will punish them. So they were afraid. But in that situation, Professor Malkani gave shelter Gandhiji in his home while he was a government servant. Okay. So it is very extraordinary thing in those days. The news of Gandhi's advent and of the nature of his mission spread quickly through Muzaffarpur and to Champaran. The news of Gandhi's advent. Advent means arrival. The news of Gandhi's arrival was spread everywhere, and the nature of his mission spread quickly. Nature of his mission means his mission was, what is Gandhi's mission? Gandhi's mission was to support Indians, or to support the home rules, and he was against the Britishers. So his arrival, the news of his arrival spread all over the Muzaffarpur quickly, and to Champaran too. Okay. So sharecroppers from Champaran began arriving on foot and by conveyance to see their champion. The sharecropper from the Champaran, the sharecropper like Rajkumar Shukla. So sharecropper from Champaran began arriving there to Muzaffarpur. On foot, they were coming on foot or by the vehicles to see their champion. They wanted to see Gandhi. And Gandhi was their champion. because Gandhi came there for their work, or for fighting against the Britishers, and to support the sharecroppers and to solve the problem of sharecroppers. So he was their champion. And Muzaffarpur lawyers called on Gandhi to brief him. They frequently represented peasants group in the court. In court, they told him about their cases and reported the size of their fee. And what happened after that? The group of Muzaffarpur lawyers called on Gandhi, and they briefed Gandhiji about the situation of the peasants and the sharecroppers in the Champaran or in the whole Bihar. They frequently represented peasants group in court, and they told Gandhi, they explained Gandhiji about the cases of peasants, and they were fighting with Britishers in the court, and they were supporting the peasants in the court, and they told Gandhi about their cases, all the cases and the injustice by the Britishers, and reported the size of their fee, and they told about the fee, how much fee they were taken from the sharecroppers. So they explained Gandhiji everything. Gandhi got all the information from them. Okay, and next para. And Gandhi cheated the lawyers for collecting big fee from the sharecroppers. He said, I have come to the conclusion that we should stop going to law courts. Taking such cases to the courts does little good. Where the peasants are so crossed and fear stricken, law courts are useless. The real relief for them is to be free from fear. And Gandhi cheated the lawyers. Cheated means scolded or rebuked or scolded. Gandhi scolded the lawyers for collecting big fee from the sharecroppers, because lawyers were collecting the big fees from the sharecropper for their cases. So Gandhi scolded them. How could they take a so big fees from the sharecropper, while the sharecroppers were in problem and they were very poor? And Gandhi said, I have come to the conclusion. And Gandhi said that he had come to the conclusion that we should stop going to law courts. They should stop going to the courts. Taking such cases to the court does little good, and that is not very much benefit for them in from the court, where the peasants are so crossed and fear stricken. While the peasants were so crossed means very, they were reduced to poverty. They were very crossed and fear stricken. Fear stricken means they were frightened from the Britishers. Law courts are useless for them, because the judges were the Britishers also. So there is no use to go to the court. The real relief for them is to be free from fear. So his first step is to free the peasants from the fear. It was the real relief for them, is to be free from fear of the Britishers. Okay, so it was the first task to make peasants free from fear of Britishers. Okay, and it was real comfort him, and their real relief for them. Okay, and next, most of the arable land in Champaran district was divided into large estates owned by Englishmen and worked by Indian tenants. and most of the arable land means the land that is fit for tilling or fit for cultivating. The cultivated land. The cultivated land in the Champaran district was divided into large states, and those states were owned by Englishmen. The owner of those land were Englishmen, the Britishers, and worked by Indian tenants. And tenants mean the farmer. And Indian farmer worked on their land, and the owner of that land were Britishers. The chief commercial crop was indigo. The landlords compelled all tenants to plant 3/20 or 15% of their holdings with indigo and surrender the entire indigo harvest as rent. And this was done by long term contract. So it is the system of sharecropping in Bihar. So the chief commercial crop was indigo there. Chief commercial crop means the cash crop was indigo. And landlords compelled all tenants. Landlord compelled means the forced to the tenants, to peasants, to farmers to plant 3/20 or the 15% of their land, 15% of their holdings or their land or their fields to grow indigo. They forced tenants to grow indigo in 15% of land. And not only grow, and surrender the entire indigo harvest as rent, and surrender and give the entire indigo. Entire means the complete indigo. Indigo is a crop that produced a bluish purple color, the indigo. They would give all the indigos, they surrender all the indigos to the Britishers as a rent. So this was done by long-term contract, and they made a long-term for a long period contract with the tenants, with the peasants. Okay, and then after that, presently the landlords learned that Germany had developed a synthetic indigo. They thereupon obtained agreements from the sharecroppers to pay them compensation for being released from the 15% arrangement. And what happened now? Presently, landlords learned or landlords knew that the Germany had developed the synthetic indigo. Synthetic means the chemical indigo. German had developed the chemical synthetic indigo, and they landlords knew this thing. Then after that, indigo was not a beneficiary crop, and that is not good for them. So they thereupon obtained agreements. Obtained means they got agreements. They made agreements with the tenants, and they got agreements from the sharecroppers to pay them compensation. That sharecroppers would pay them compensation. They will give them compensation. Compensation means making good the loss. Okay, so they fulfill their loss, and they gave compensation to them for being released from 15% arrangement. And before them the contract was there, the 15 they were forced to grow 15% in the 15% land they share indigo, and they made a new arrangement or new contract with the farmers for being released from this 15% arrangement. So they got compensation from the peasants, and they were getting compensation from the peasants. The sharecropping arrangement was irksome to the peasants, and many signed willingly. Sharecropping arrangement was irksome. Irksome means the troublesome, very troublesome. And sharecropping arrangement was very troublesome to the peasants, to the farmers, and many signed willingly, but many of the poor peasants agreeing knowingly, and they signed willingly means agreeing knowingly all the things. Those who resisted engaged lawyers, the landlords hired thugs. Meanwhile, the information about synthetic indigo reached the illiterate peasants who had signed and they wanted their money back. And what happened then? Those who resisted, but some peasants willingly signed on the agreement, but some resisted. Some peasants were not agree with that contract, and they engaged lawyers. Okay, the landlord hired thugs. The landlord hired, they took the service of thugs. Thugs mean the robbers, the musclemen. So, to punish those tenants or those farmers. Meanwhile, the information about the synthetic indigo reached the illiterate peasants too, and that news come to the peasants too that synthetic indigo, German had developed the synthetic indigo, and who had signed on the agreement. Now they were very worried and they wanted their money back. Who gave compensation to the Britishers, they wanted their money back. So the problem was arriving there. Okay, so okay, today it is the end of today's paragraph, and now it is the time of Hindi summary. And there are two questions here. You can see here two questions. First question is, list the places that Gandhi visited between his first meeting with Shukla and his arrival at Champaran. So list the places. And the second is, what did the peasants pay the British landlords as rent? What did they pay? And what did the British now want instead, and why British want what would be the impact of synthetic indigo on the prices of natural indigo? So these are the two questions, and it is your today's homework too. Okay, so you will do these questions, and now we will go to the Hindi summary. Okay. तो हमने कल इसमें पिछली वीडियो में इसमें पढ़ लिया था कि किस तरह से राजकुमार शुक्ला एक बहुत ही दृढ़ निश्चयी व्यक्ति है और बड़ा रिजोल्यूट पर्सन है, और उसने गांधी जी को वहाँ पहुँचा के ही छोड़ा, अर्थात गांधी जी के पीछे लगा रहा और गांधी जी को चंपारण लेके आया। और जब गांधी वहाँ पहुँचे तो सबसे पहले वो डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद के घर में गए, लेकिन राजेंद्र प्रसाद घर में नहीं थे, और किस तरह से सर्वेंट्स ने उनको ट्रीट किया। उन्होंने गांधी जी को भी एक फार्मर ही समझ लिया, क्योंकि गांधी जी सिंप्लिसिटी में विश्वास करते थे। वो सामान्य कपड़ों में और सामान्य तरीके से एक फार्मर के साथ चल रहे थे, तो उन्होंने यही समझा कि ये भी कोई फार्मर ही होगा। तो इस प्रकार से गांधी जी वहाँ रहे, और वहाँ पर अनटचेबिलिटी की कितनी बड़ी बुराई थी ये भी गांधी जी ने महसूस किया, क्योंकि गांधी जी को उन्होंने कुएं से पानी तक नहीं लेने दिया। और गांधी ने डिसाइड किया कि पहले वो मुजफ्फरपुर जाएंगे। मुजफ्फरपुर चंपारण के ही रास्ते पर था, और गांधी जी और ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करना चाहते थे। जितना कि शुक्ला दे सकता था शुक्ला ने दी, लेकिन उससे भी ज़्यादा गांधी जी को इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए थी। तो इसीलिए उन्होंने डिसाइड किया कि वो मुजफ्फरपुर जाएंगे, और उन्होंने प्रोफेसर जेबी कृपलानी को एक टेलीग्राम भेजा। प्रोफेसर जेबी कृपलानी आर्ट कॉलेज में, मुजफ्फरपुर के आर्ट कॉलेज में प्रोफेसर थे, और वो के कृपलानी से गांधी जी शांति निकेतन स्कूल में मिले थे, जो रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर का स्कूल था शांति निकेतन बंगाल में। तो वहाँ पर जेबी कृपलानी से एक बार मिले थे, और गांधी के पास उनका एड्रेस था, तो उन्होंने टेलीग्राम भेजा जेबी कृपलानी को, और गांधी जी फिर ट्रेन में बैठ करके मुजफ्फरपुर के लिए चल दिए। और 15 अप्रैल 1917 को मिडनाइट में गांधी जी मुजफ्फरपुर पहुँचे और वहाँ पर कृपलानी अपने स्टूडेंट्स के साथ, एक ग्रुप ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स के साथ वहाँ पर उनका वेट कर रहे थे स्टेशन पर। गांधी वहाँ पर 2 दिन रहे प्रोफेसर मलकानी के घर। अब प्रोफेसर मलकानी एक गवर्नमेंट स्कूल के टीचर थे और उस समय गांधी कहते हैं, ये लुइस फिशर को गांधी जी बता रहे हैं कि उस समय बहुत ही एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी बात थी। एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी माने जो आउट ऑर्डिनरी से बहुत आउट ऑफ ऑर्डिनरी होता है, माने असाधारण बात थी कि उस समय कोई गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉई किसी ऐसे व्यक्ति को अपने पास रखे या उसको शेल्टर दे जो कि होम रूल की वकालत करता हो, अर्थात अंग्रेज़ों के खिलाफ बोलता हो। क्योंकि अंग्रेज़ों का रूल था और अंग्रेज़ों के खिलाफ बोलने वाले से जो सिंपैथी रखता था वो भी प्रॉब्लम में आता था। तो स्मॉलर लोकेलिटीज़ में लोग डरते थे, इंडियंस डरते थे इस बात से कि वो सिंपैथी दिखाएं। सिंपैथी दिखाने में भी डरते थे कि जो होम रूल की वकालत कर रहे हैं, होम रूल माने गांधी जी होम रूल की वकालत करते थे कि जो भारत में शासन है वो हमारा ही होना चाहिए या इंडियंस को भी उसमें पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहिए, गवर्नमेंट के अंदर इंडियंस को भी होना चाहिए। तो इसलिए वो होम रूल के पक्षधर थे और उस समय जो होम रूल का पक्षधर होता था, अंग्रेज़ों के खिलाफ बोलता था, तो सामान्य लोग डरते थे उनसे सिंपैथी दिखाने में। लेकिन मलकानी ने रिस्क लिया और मलकानी के घर पर गांधी जी रहे और ये बड़ी एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी बात थी उस समय, गांधी जी असाधारण बात थी, गांधी जी ये बताते हैं। और इस तरह से गांधी के वहाँ पहुँचने की न्यूज़ तुरंत फैल गई, पूरे मुजफ्फरपुर और पूरे चंपारण में फैल गई कि गांधी आए हैं, गांधी आए हैं। और अब गांधी का जो आने का मिशन था वो तुरंत फैल गया और जो उनका काम करने का तरीका था, क्योंकि गांधी उस समय अंग्रेज़ों के खिलाफ थे, अंग्रेज़ों के खिलाफ ही बोल रहे थे, तो सभी शेयर क्रॉपर्स को लगा कि हाँ हमारा चैम्पियन आ गया है और ये हमारे लिए काम करने के लिए आए हैं। तो सब वहाँ पर आने लगे गांधी जी को देखने के लिए, कोई पैदल आया, कोई अपनी गाड़ियों से कैसे भी करके आया वहाँ, और भीड़ लग गई। और मुजफ्फरपुर के लॉयर्स को गांधी जी ने बुलाया, जितने भी वकील थे उनसे बातचीत करी और उन वकीलों ने गांधी जी को पूरा केस समझाया कि क्या प्रॉब्लम है, क्या बात है और किस तरह से वो पीजेंट्स परेशान हैं और उनके जो केस हैं वो कोर्ट में वो वकील लड़ते हैं। और वो फीस भी बताई कि हम फीस भी लेते हैं उन वकीलों, उन पीजेंट से, उन शेयर क्रॉपर से, और फिर उनके केस लड़ते हैं। तो गांधी ने जब सुना कि ये बड़ी बड़ी फीस लेते हैं गरीबों से और फार्मर से, तो गांधी जी ने उनको डांट लगाई, सभी लॉयर्स को डांटा और उनको कहा कि आप गरीब शेयर क्रॉपर से इतनी बड़ी फीस लेते हो। और गांधी इस कंक्लूजन पर पहुंचे एट लास्ट, गांधी ने कहा कि कोर्ट में जाना ही बंद करो, ये कोर्ट से कोई ज़्यादा फायदा नहीं होने वाला, क्योंकि जज भी ब्रिटिशर्स ही हैं, तो इसलिए कोर्ट में जाके कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है, कोर्ट में नहीं जाना है। हमारा जो मेन मकसद है, मेन जो एम है वो है कि जो पीजेंट्स हैं, जो फार्मर्स हैं, उनको डर से मुक्त करना है। वो जो डरते हैं अंग्रेज़ों से, उस डर से उनको बाहर निकालना है। जो फियर स्ट्रिकन है, क्रस्ट हैं, दबे कुचले हैं और डरते हैं, उनको कोर्ट से कोई राहत नहीं मिलने वाली। इसलिए कोर्ट में जाना बंद करो, कोर्ट में इनके केस लड़ने बंद करो और ये कोशिश करो कि कैसे ये डर से मुक्त हों। सबसे पहले इनको अंग्रेज़ों के डर से मुक्त करो, फिर उसके बाद इनकी लड़ाई आसान हो जाएगी। तो गांधी ने ये एक नया तरीका खोजा। और वहाँ की जो अरेबल लैंड थी, अरेबल लैंड माने जो उपजाऊ ज़मीन थी जिस पर खेती होती, खेती योग्य जो ज़मीन थी चंपारण डिस्ट्रिक्ट की, वो बड़ी बड़ी स्टेट्स में बटी हुई थी और वो स्टेट्स अंग्रेज़ों की थी। अंग्रेज़ उसके मालिक थे, इंग्लिशमैन, ऑन्ड बाय इंग्लिशमैन, अंग्रेज़ जो है उसके मालिक थे उन कल्टिवेटेड लैंड के। और जो इंडियन टीनेंट्स होते थे, टीनेंट्स मीन्स फार्मर, इंडियन टीनेंट्स उस पर काम करते थे। और उस समय की कमर्शियल क्रॉप, जो कैश क्रॉप थी जिसको तुरंत बेच के पैसा मिलता था, वो इंडिगो थी, नील थी, नील की खेती। लैंडलॉर्ड्स ने टीनेंट्स के साथ एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट किया हुआ था और वो फोर्सफुल्ली उन टीनेंट्स को, उन फार्मर्स को ये कंपेल्ड करते थे कि आप 15% लैंड पर इंडिगो बोओगे, अपनी 15% लैंड पर इंडिगो बोओगे और इंडिगो ग्रो करके वो पूरी की पूरी इंडिगो जो है, पूरा का पूरा नील जो है वो अंग्रेज़ों को सरेंडर कर दोगे, उनको दे दोगे। और वो क्या माना जाएगा, वो आपका किराया माना जाएगा कि आप हमारी ज़मीन पर काम कर रहे हैं, ज़मीन हमारी है, हमारी ज़मीन पर खेती कर रहे हैं, तो उस खेती करने का किराया वो माना जाएगा। और इस तरह के लॉन्ग टर्म कॉन्ट्रैक्ट अंग्रेज़ों ने उन फार्मर्स के साथ किए हुए थे। अब प्रेजेंटली अब क्या हुआ कि जर्मन ने सिंथेटिक इंडिगो डेवलप कर दिया। ये न्यूज़ आ गई कि जर्मन ने सिंथेटिक माने केमिकल इंडिगो तैयार कर लिया है। और अब जब केमिकल इंडिगो तैयार हो गया है, जो नील है वो तैयार हो गया है, तो जो नेचुरल इंडिगो है उसके रेट घट गए। अब सिंथेटिक इंडिगो बिकने लगा पूरे यूरोप में। तो इसीलिए अंग्रेज़ जो यहाँ से नेचुरल इंडिगो ले जाते थे, नील ले जाते थे, इसके रेट कम हो गए। अब ये पता, जब ये न्यूज़ जब लैंडलॉर्ड्स तक पहुँची तो उन्होंने क्या किया, उन्होंने फिर नए एग्रीमेंट्स करने शुरू करे शेयर क्रॉपर्स। उन्होंने शेयर क्रॉपर से कहा कि ठीक है, ये जो 15% का बाउंडेशन है आपके लिए कि 15% पर आप इंडिगो ही उगाओगे, हम आपको इससे फ्री कर देंगे। अगर आपको इससे रिलीज़ होना है, इस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट से बाहर निकलना है, तो आपको हमें कंपनसेशन देना पड़ेगा, हमें आपको पैसा देना पड़ेगा जो हमारा नुकसान होगा, क्योंकि हम इंडिगो नहीं ले रहे, तो आप हमें कंपनसेशन दोगे, आप हमको पैसा दोगे। इंडिगो सरेंडर करने के बजाय आप सीधा पैसा दोगे। और कुछ जो शेयर क्रॉपर्स थे उन्होंने इस अरेंजमेंट को मान लिया। हालांकि ये बहुत ही ट्रबलसम था, बहुत ही परेशान करने वाला था किसानों के लिए हक में नहीं था। लेकिन कुछ जो, क्योंकि डरे हुए किसान होते थे, जैसा अंग्रेज़ बोलते थे, उनको मानना पड़ता था, तो कुछ ने साइन कर दिए और पैसा भी दे दिया। लेकिन कुछ ने रेसिस्ट किया, कुछ ने विरोध किया और उन्होंने लॉयर्स को हायर किया और जो वकील थे उनका केस लड़ने लगे। और लैंडलॉर्ड्स ने क्या किया, उन्होंने ठग्स को हायर किया। ठग्स मीन्स उन्होंने मसलमैन जो उनके लोग थे उनको उन्होंने हायर किया और वो उनको पीटने लगे, सताने लगे। वकीलों को नहीं, फार्मर्स को डराने लगे और फार्मर्स को पीटने लगे। और इस तरह से जो सिंथेटिक इंडिगो की न्यूज़ थी वो किसी तरह से फार्मर्स तक भी पहुंच गई। जो गरीब अनपढ़ फार्मर थे वहाँ तक भी वो सिंथेटिक इंडिगो की बात पहुँच गई कि वो सिंथेटिक इंडिगो जर्मन ने बना लिया है, इनके रेट कम हो गए हैं, अब इसलिए ये अंग्रेज़ इसको बदलना चाहते हैं। अब जिन्होंने साइन कर दिया था पहले और जिन्होंने कंपनसेशन दे दिया था और जिन्होंने पैसा अंग्रेज़ों को दे दिया था, वो अपने पैसे की वापस मांग करने लगे कि हमारा पैसा वापस दो। और इस तरह से फिर प्रॉब्लम और ज़्यादा बढ़ गई। तो ऐसे स्थान पर, ऐसे समय पर गांधी जी वहाँ पहुँचे, चंपारण। तो आज का लेसन हम यहीं ख़त्म करते हैं, आज की वीडियो यहीं एंड होती है। ये 2 क्वेश्चंस हैं आपके सामने, इन 2 क्वेश्चंस को आपने करना है। ओके, थैंक यू।